Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I have a really interesting deck here. It's a good old Palkia V-STAR, which just hits for good damage and is very efficient, paired with the new Alolan Vulpix V-STAR, which is from the new set Silver Tempest. And huge shout out to the Discord server of For the Win TCG. Someone in that server was nice enough to lend me some Alolan Vulpixes so I could record this, and I also played another deck that has almost just Alolan Vulpix V-STAR. The issue with that deck is Alolan Vulpix can't cover everything, but what it can cover is it's a muted Pokemon with abilities. It also hits through effects, and it has a free V-STAR power, which does big damage. So overall, it's a really strong Pokemon, but it's not great in all the scenarios, especially because it's not able to output enough damage to one-shot Pokemon, which is a bit of a problem sometimes. However, obviously, Palkia able to cover that. We have the good old Inteleon engine, Drizzile, so we can do a lot of search, get our deck setting up really quickly and consistently. And let's just hop into the first game here. As I said, really fun deck, and it's only a 2-2 Vulpix line, so if you're looking to try something a bit new from the new set, but want to still stay with some of the old stuff, you can slot this into your Palkia deck if you have one of those. As I said, though, Alolan Vulpix V-STAR can be played on its own, so you might want to check that out and try that out. And we're against a water colorless deck, so that's interesting. There are a few options. This could be the new Lugia V-STAR, which I've seen some on the ladder. It could be Arceus Inteleon, very solid deck. It could be something else as well. Could be the new Alolan Vulpix V-STAR. But this opening hand looks really bad. So I don't always have the best luck with Palkia. But okay, it's Hisuian Zorg and V-STAR, possibly with an Alolan Vulpix V-STAR thrown in there. Bit of a bad start. Gonna go ahead and Capacious Bucket. Hopefully we don't get donked here. Obviously, as I said, I don't often have the best luck with Palkia decks because obviously here I don't have any other Pokemon. So I could have Evo Incense, but it doesn't really matter. Really, we just need to. Maybe I should have thinned with Evo Incense. My opponent's not gonna choose to Marnie me here ever unless they can get the donk, because they know our hand's horrible, no matter if we play the Incense or not. So let's see what they're going to do here. I imagine they're going to try to Zoroark V-STAR. Yeah, they have that. So now they just need Pokemon on their bench or in play with damage. And maybe I shouldn't have attacked them there, because that means they need less Pokemon, other Pokemon in play with damage. It felt good at the time because obviously damage always seems good. Honestly, I don't think it's going to make a big impact here. They're going to... Okay, and they have game. They almost certainly had two other Pokemon they could have gotten with their V-STAR power and all. So, yeah, my opponent, I think, counting. Okay, they're just stalling. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and concede. My opponent got the donk on that game. So, yeah, I'm a bit surprised with that as well, because the deck plays a lot of basic Pokemon, but we weren't able to hit anything that game. But hopefully this next game we obviously set up. And the deck's it's the same as Palkia, so it should be able to set up. We get to go first here as well, which is much better. This hand is not amazing again, but it's not too bad either. We can go ahead with an Inteleon attacker early, which is kind of sketchy because, oh boy, okay, it looks like we're against Regis, which is fine. But yeah, it's just a bit weird all around. Let's see what we draw into. No more Pokemon, which is really unfortunate. Oh. But we can start applying pressure with with Inteleon, so it doesn't feel too bad here. It doesn't feel particularly good either. But just gonna pass it over to my opponent. I guess I could have played Choice Belt, but it doesn't really matter. And hopefully, I mean, I don't know. This hand's not too bad. Obviously, the turn one was really weak. As I said, my luck is not too good with Palkia, but if you enjoy Palkia, this deck is almost certainly an improvement over the regular Palkia, because you have an addition of a really strong attacker. They're going to go ahead path, just get some stuff going. Only a gift energy, though, which has actually recently been unbanned in a pass, so they got a pretty bad start as well, and that feels really good for us. Definitely going to Irida here, getting that Drizzile. And oh no, I don't have Rare Candy anymore. Yeah, I was thinking I'd go for Rare Candy. I've cut that from the deck. Honestly, it's not that good. Like, going Rare Candy here doesn't feel amazing. I'm not sure what attacker I go for here, though. Probably, I'll just get a Palkia. And let's see, what item card do we want? Probably, what do we prize? Anything important? Nothing crazy. I could probably just get a quick ball and get rid of that choice belt. Or you get Drizziles. Getting Drizziles here feels pretty good, so I'll grab a level ball. And so now we're getting just in a bit of a better setup position, which will be really good for us. Grab the Drizzile. And then I could probably keep calling here. I'm going to... we attached last turn, so I'll grab myself, I think, Capacious Bucket, so we can just see some more stuff. See some more energy cards. And I can keep calling as well to grab out the other Sobbles in our deck. So now I think we can attach to Drizzile here. If we have Palkia, we can just use the V-Star power. Now, I'll attach to Palkia. Palkia is just a better attacker. And Choice Belt can also go in the Palkia. As I said, it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to drop that there. We might play Air Balloon. Oh, a Big Charm too. But yeah, not a huge deal. We're just going to go ahead and keep calling. So luckily both of us, although we got a bad start, but luckily our opponent got a bad start here. And they don't have a supporter either. We had a solid hand for the first turn. We could play a supporter with obviously that copy of Irida, which searches for a water Pokemon and any item card, which is just so strong because it can set you up in pretty much any way you want, assuming you can play it. But they're going to scoop. They didn't have anything in their hand, and they saw that we had the KO. So hopefully we get a better game this third game. Obviously, two not very interesting games because the deck's like kind of swingy. You saw it there. As I said, my luck's pretty atrocious with this deck as well. Although we're 1-1, so who knows? But let's see what my next opponent's going to play. And maybe we'll see some new decks as well. There are a lot of really interesting new decks. Alolan Vulpix VSTAR is one of the best ones, but Lugia VSTAR and Regidrago VSTAR are just insane. And I'll go first here. We play lots of Iridas, but okay, this hand's, again, as I said, not too lucky with this deck. This hand's unplayable. Like, literally, we don't have any basics. The deck doesn't play... it plays a solid chunk of basics, but like 10, so... Ooh. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is bad. This would have been a much better going second hand, but you don't want to go second with this deck, and generally you should be able to get a turn one Palkia down. But yeah, bad opening hand again. I'll just attach Water Active. This looks a lot like the other game, and our opponent also doesn't have an optimal starter. They're playing Irida 2, so maybe they're playing the same deck as us, though it could be something else as well. But Omastar V, okay, that's really interesting. So Omastar V, they're going to play it down, and they're going to get some Pokemon down that evolve from fossils. So I predict, what is my opponent playing? This is some kind of control deck. So they're going to get, they're going to try to evolution lock me, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but this is really crazy here. So a control deck, everyone buckle your seats. Buckle up. I don't think I said that. Sit back, relax. I don't know. I said the saying wrong, but buckle your seatbelts, I think. And yeah, we're playing as control. Ooh, no, never mind, guys. This is not control. This is just Archeops. So this is like Archeops, but without Lugia. So Archeops accelerates special energy. They're going to go accelerate special energy to that Raikou and try to do a lot of damage around the board. So obviously what we need to do is get down our own Manaphy. And they're going to get the Archon down. Echoing Horn here, an interesting play we could go for. But I don't think we need that just yet. I'm obviously going to Irida though. And you could just go for Radiant Greninja Capacious Bucket, but that seems kind of bad. So we do have Manaphy, which looks nice. And we prized all our level balls. I'll just grab Drizzile. Let's see. We need obviously that Manaphy. And this is just such an awkward spot. But I can Drizzile here. I'll grab Quick Ball, and we don't need Choice Belt, I don't think. So I'll get rid of that. Doesn't feel too bad. I'll get down Manaphy, and I also need to get down that Palkia this turn. Or that Alolan Vulpix. I think Palkia's a bit better. It accelerates energy and stuff. So now we can go ahead, obviously play that down. Gonna Drizzile here. Actually, that might have been... I was gonna say incorrect. I don't really know. But we're gonna go Quick Ball. Obviously, I'm just having a bit of a weird game, but we need another Quick Ball. Yeah, I was checking if we could use Hisuian Heavy Ball instead. We could not. Big Charm also looks good here, and they hit us for weakness, so it could be really strong. But I think the other... We can get rid of this Inteleon, probably. It's not going to be super good, this matchup. And now I'll grab that Palkia. And I'm just going to pop that down into play. And I think we need to Scoop Up Net here as well. I don't hate sacrificing the Sobble. Don't love it, obviously. But we can just pass our turn. And we should be able to get things going now if we grab, say, another Irida off this Drizzile. And they can't punish us too heavily, I don't think, because of that Manaphy. They're going to go Gift Energy, Marnie. So that's okay. Our hand was obviously pretty weak, but we could get Marnie into a hand that's unplayable for us. This one's okay, though. We got Capacious Bucket, Radiant Greninja, so we can start working with stuff and just drawing more cards. They get the Archeops up, though. So I expect to see an amazing shot this turn. Or possibly just a Tentacle Lock. Either of them just getting the KO on the active here. But then we can hopefully get the return KO with Palkia here. As I said, they hit us for weakness with Raikou, so they can deal with our Palkias pretty easily. So that's why I've considered putting Alolan Vulpix as the attacker in this matchup. And I think we want to mix between the two. That will probably give us the best chance of surviving this. But as I said, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, Coating Metal, Twin. Wow, that's a lot of energy. I feel like they didn't need all that energy, but sometimes they just want to get that energy out of their deck as well. Tool Jammer too. That's a bit annoying, but not too bad. And so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 9. We need one more bench Pokemon, which we have. So I'm gonna send up Palkia. We just need the V-Star now. No, that's not the V-Star. We're gonna pop down Radiant Greninja, and we need to hit either Palkia, Drizzile, or Evo Incense, or a supporter as well could do the trick. But we need to hit it off of these 2 cards here. Otherwise, we're in a really scary spot. Ooh boy. Okay, we missed it. That's not good. I said we're not out of it, but that's scary certainly. I'm wondering where I want to attach, and I'm actually leaning towards this Vulpix here. Yeah, I'll do that. And we should be able to draw out of this next turn with the Radiant Greninja, but just drawing 2 cards there wasn't quite enough to get us out. So as I said, that Marnie really hurt us a lot. And they're going to go up on prizes even more probably, but I don't know. I wonder what attackers. They have this Glaren Stunfisk, which can actually do big damage to our Alolan Vulpix, but they're just going to go ahead and attack into us, so they don't even have the KO, and that feels really good for us. Another Capacious Bucket. Wow, we don't need these, but I'm going to go ahead and use Concealed Cards. We're almost out of energy, too. We prized 2 energies, so that feels bad. We hit Irida and Drizzile, though, so we're fine. Gonna go ahead and use, let's see, I think we do Irida here. That's fine. Grab Palkia And I'm tempted to say Big Charm, but at the end of the day, I know that's like not really the play we want to go for here. So we definitely get the KO. And we can hopefully line up the next KO with Vulpix. Alolan Vulpix VSTAR. So grab Palkia and Evo Incense. That doesn't feel bad at all. And now we can obviously evolve. Oh, and they concede. Okay. So let's see here. I think we have time for another game. Yes, a lot of early concedes, but we're still 2-1. We were able to draw out of that with the power of Palkia, and also Alolan Vulpix serving as a really good third or secondary attacker, I guess. I was going to say third behind Inteleon, but because we removed Rare Candy, Inteleon isn't really isn't intended to be an attacker. Let's see. Hopefully we can get a good start this game, though. We're on a 2-game win streak, but we really haven't been drawing well at all. So, as I said, this deck should be consistent. We're probably going second here, but I don't know. Going second's always scary, and this hand's atrocious. That's really unfortunate. It's not atrocious, I guess. We have the Irida. We can grab Battle VIP Pass. So not too bad. And we're against a Kirlia engine, a really strong... Oh, okay, they also have a bad opening hand. I guess that's a theme for today. But I'll grab Radiant Greninja and Battle VIP Pass. We can just get a bunch of Pokemon into play this first turn, and then see where we go from there. Capacious Bucket as well. So now we prized, I think, 1 energy, maybe 2. I don't remember exactly how many we play, but we can go ahead and get some in the discard. Probably, let's see. We want... Oh, we prized both our Palkias. That's interesting, but definitely not in a good way. I don't mind this, though. The opening hand doesn't feel too bad. Despite like having really bad prizes this game, it feels okay. We can get down another Sobble. And do we have Melony? Yeah, we do. So as long as we're able to draw out of this hand, which it looks like we can, then we're in a fine spot. So can just go ahead and attach energy here, I think. And I'll pass it over to my opponent, seeing what they're going to do. They have memory skip on the Ralts, but they're going to try to go in with that Kirlia engine, which is an engine I haven't tried out yet too much, but it's Cinccino, discard 1, draw 2, same as Trade Zoroark, Trade Liepard, and they're playing the new Serena as well. So this engine seems really strong. The ability to gust, the ability to draw a lot, and yeah, they're going to Marnie us too, so that's not crazy. Our hand isn't amazing here. I would have rather kept it, I think, but maybe not. We were kind of relying on Radiant Greninja. This hand's not too much better, but we do have access to Palkia, and we're against Shadow Rider. Yeah, that's a very strong combination. Kirlia accelerates energy, searches supporters. Okay, yeah, this hand's. We're fine. We're fine. We can grab some more energies, draw some more cards, which feels really good. And I'd be shocked if we don't get out of this hand. Yep, we're fine. I think, yeah, we should have the KO now with the Alolan Vulpix V, ideally V-Star. So we'd be immune to the Shadow Rider, but we'll see how this goes. They can also theoretically path the peak themselves. That's why I don't play Path in this deck, because it will allow our opponents to attack through us because we're immune to Pokemon with abilities. Let's see, I want to make sure I have this all right, and I believe I do. But they attack into us and do damage to us only if we have abilities. So, let's see. I want to make sure I do this right here. I can grab let's see. Definitely want to grab that Palkia. But as I said, take that. And that'll shuffle the prizes as well. And so they're able to just hit through us if we have a path in play. And so we don't want to help them in any way like that. Training Court, we also don't want to play. Their Training Court's just going to be really good for them. So I'll drop this water here. I want another Drizzile so we can get that Evo Incense. We can grab that Alolan Vulpix VSTAR, and our deck is cruising along really nicely here. Obviously a bit of a rocky turn 1, but it ended up working out in the end. So I'm very happy about this. We have the Scoop Up Net to escape the active as well. We only play a few of them, but just enough to get by. And what was I grabbing? Vulpix V-Star. And hopefully we can get rid of this Battle VIP Pass sometime. We play 3. You're never going to play 3, though. Or you're never going to, like, use all 3. And we don't need the Manaphy in play. At least not yet. So I can Snow Mirage and be immune to pretty much whatever my opponent plans on throwing at me next turn. And that feels really good. We hit the heavy ball again. That's fine, I guess. We can grab... I don't know, we can grab a Sobble, we can grab a Palkia off the prizes. We prized 3 basics this game. Oh, they conceded again. Let's see. Should I play another game? I think we're good there. Obviously, we didn't get past turn 1 or turn like 2 in any of those games, I don't think. But that's fine. It showed off the deck, honestly. A bit of a swingy deck, a bit more than I thought, even for just a Palkia deck. As I said, I have weird luck with Palkia. But again, as I said, I'll show off the deck list. Check out the Discord link in the description below, though. Shouts to For the Win TCG's Discord server for hooking me up with these cards. And check out my other Alolan Vulpix V-Star video. The deck's really strong on its own as well. So, yeah, I actually have to go return these now because, as I said, I was only lent them. But, yeah, really enjoyed playing this. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Comment down below what suggestions do you have for me to change this deck. How have you been playing the new set? How have you been playing against the new set as well? If you've been playing, I'm sure you've seen that. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.